Hello and welcome to the new episode of nesso.design.TALKS. I'm Antonio Minonne. On the other side of the world there's Budi. Ciao.
Hello,
Budi.
good morning, good afternoon.
We are the founder of Nesso Design. It's a studio dedicated to retail experience, shopping experience. Despite our younger age, we have the pleasure to work closely with a really wide range of brands, and we learn so many lessons from them, and we would like to share with you. So this is gonna be more like a conversation. In this conversation, we analyze the branding, focusing on key points that make this brand successful, and we will try to make you understand how these key points then will be translated in shapes, material, space, color, anything that is related to the offline shopping experience. We already said enough. Let's dive into the first brand that particularly fascinated us, and we began with the Gentle Monster. For those who don't know Gentle Monster is a brand that focuses on producing and selling mechanical ships.
Robotics, the AI.
Robotics ship.
Yeah. Killer ships.
Killer ship from the future.
Yeah.
Jokes apart, this is Gentle Monster have this kind of how it called
Dystopian.
dystopian
Futuristic.
atmosphere. Yes. So the conversation will be mostly like this. I will through some key points, some notion about the brand, and then we will open the discussion on each of these points. For each brand, we will start analyzing the foundation, and the foundation is about three key questions that we need to answer: who, what, and most important, why. Let's start with who. Who is the founder? The founder that have a really difficult name for me.
Kim Hankook.
Kim Hankook. So, long story short, Kim Hankook was working in education, was managing some summer education camp for kids, and he always feel that he has an eye for design, and actually design comes really helpful for him, because on a certain point he decided to start his own business, and he said since I like design and something that I really know is the glasses. I wear glasses every day, so he said, why should I start to produce some glasses? So at the beginning he started his own brand, like a B2B, business to business, producing some glasses, and he bought some machinery from dismissed Luxottica factory, and he started to produce frames, but actually found out that the Luxottica was such a big giant in the market that no, he couldn't compete on the B2B side, B2B kind of business, so he decided to switch to the B2C, business to consumer. So what is actually brand for everybody, everybody, everyday consumers. So he launched. You were saying?
Yeah, I was saying. I wanted to say just that market disruptors usually. What fascinates me about Kim Hankook is the stereotype of being not from a specific market and just jumping into something new. For example, as you said, he was a teacher and then jumped into eyewear, and he disrupted completely the market. There is a trend of this kind of stereotype, typical people that start from something completely different and then suddenly jump in and disrupt the market.
I would say, in my experience, there's two kind of people. there's those people that come from a different background, so in somehow they see the market with different eyes, and they have a different kind of point of view, so they refresh the point of view on a particular industry or whatever. And the second type instead is those that are in the market for such a long time. For example, there's so many brands that are founded by one of the craftsmen that was working in that company for years and years, that know everything about that business. So he is able to find that angle. We will see maybe in other brands in other episode. So let's say that the foundation of the brand was quite solid, and starting from the brand, of course, is Gentle Monster. Actually, it's quite curious how they come out with a name. Is Gentle Monster, no? So we have two words that are quite in conflict between them. This juxtapose kind of type of name with the gentle, that refers to the shape of the frames of the glasses, that is quite simple, or not that let's say extreme. And monster, that is the let's say in opposition to the monster attitude of their target, their customers. So for those who don't know, Asian women, they're quite strong in their attitude, in a good way.
Talking from experience, I see.
Talking from experience. I'm married with a Chinese woman. Amazing woman, so lucky. But let's say
they have their
big
strong
attitude.
character. Yeah, strong character. They're not to be
let's stay focused on the topics.
Yeah. Moving on.
So, moving on. What they sell glasses, we already said. But why they sell glasses? Okay, this is one of their first frames, and one of the most successful is called Air 01, that we can see now on the face of one of the first ambassador of the brands. And this will explain you why they are so relevant as a brand and why they were so successful. Actually, because of their dimension, they are quite big. You need to understand that especially in Asia, in all Asia, but especially in Korea, they took beauty standard really seriously. No,
too seriously, I might say.
Too seriously. There's a jokes that they say in China they use Photoshop, in Korea they use plastic surgery.
Yes.
Quite.
Yes. It's really fascinating. You rarely can find a Korean actor who doesn't, haven't done any plastic surgery. It's really, really massive there.
It's quite common.
Yeah.
Talking about experience, I also have some previous experience with, but their cosmetics industries is huge.
Yes.
It's completely huge and massive.
But I think beside this, I think the Asian aesthetics can help usually with the plastic surgery. For example, if a Caucasian person done a plastic surgery, it will be a little bit too obvious. The way they do it, the facial structure, it helps kind of hide it somehow if you don't go extreme. But because
I guess they're just really skilled.
Maybe.
Maybe they're really skilled. But let's say that one of the beauty standards is like to have a really pale face. Pale skin, so that's why mostly of the Asian, they cover the face quite a lot during summer. They always go around with an umbrella. The face need to be small, and actually this is the niche market that Gentle Monster find, the one that having a big frame give the impression proportionally that the face is smaller, so it's like an help for met this that beauty standard. The legs need to be skinny, so actually it's a really long and complex speech. So they start with this kind of endorsement from this actress, Jun Jin Yoon, I hope it's correct, that was wearing this glasses during one episode of the TV series My Love from the Star. So she was wearing these glasses and became quite an hype, it's naturally for all the small help that Asian woman can get from to meet the standard, the beauty standard. And let's say that this is a brand that always work with the contrast and is kind of open to talk with the woman, or at least is like a beauty supplier for women, and receive a lot of endorsement, some more spontaneous, some fruit of collaboration between brands. This is, for example, Rihanna, Gentle Monster have a different line of product, so some product are more mild, more simple, more gentle, and some other are more edgy, like the one we saw here.
In my research, I found these 2012 images of the campaign, the ad campaigns from the brand, and I see from the beginning, I mean, in comparison to today, a lot of similarities between the beginning advertisement and today, because you still have this contrast between Gentle and Monster, the minimal the glasses color, maybe, and the really edgy personality.
Talking about edgy personality, also the collaboration with Tilda Swinton. We can see actually she is a good fit for the brand, because first fit. She met the beauty standard, but also this aesthetic a bit more avant-garde, or really edgy, and this contrast between in colors, pale skin, really strong red glasses. So she's a really good match for the brands. Also, when you think about the role that she acted in the movies, is always borderline between angel and devil, kind of futuristic,
genderless.
So, sometimes genderless. Yes, this is a topic that I think the brand embrace without showing off. It's naturally kind of genderless, or anyhow the structure of their frames is quite simple and mild, that they, even though they reply to needs from the female beauty standard, actually they are easy applied to easy match with the.
But I think also the Asian characteristics, like physiology of the body shape, also helped them in the beginning, because male and female difference in Asia is not so vast.
Yeah.
For example, let's say a Caucasian man, a Caucasian woman are really. There's so many, like the facial hair, the body hair, the shape.
We have the beard. You have the beard, so that is one of the sign.
Yeah. But in Asia, if you look, I tried this experience. Some obviously not all, but if you look at a man's hand and a woman's hand, and you hide the faces, it's a little bit difficult sometimes to know who's who. So this is also can help the brand image also.
They say that It's a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe we need to research. But one of my trouble in Japan, they say more is about the soy, no? Because they
The
consume a
soy
lot of soy
sauce.
sauce. Yes, they say that actually it helps to with the generation and generation to lose the hair, no, on the body, and this maybe
Whoa.
is one of the
I
signs.
don't. I heard
I don't
this.
know.
I did hear this like soy boy or something like that. It's a kind of like
Soy boy.
insult. It's an insult. I never understood what does it mean, but now from what you said, it makes sense now why people insult others like this. What the meaning of soy boy is a kind of insult, like a sissy person or something like that. So now I understand what does it mean.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. We already go off the road quite a lot. So another collaboration that actually is more a marriage than a collaboration is between Jenny and Gentle Monster. So they love each other since I guess 10 years now. I don't think that Jenny is so... Jenny is still young, is forever 16. So time doesn't pass by for her. So Jenny is a K-pop singer from a band, Korean band called Blackpink.
Right? Yeah.
Incredible successful, also in I think in the American market. No,
Nice.
not that much in Europe, but of course in Asia, in Korea, they're maybe the most selling band and one of the biggest success. She's a brand ambassador also for many other brands. But in particular with the Gentle Monster, they find a kind of synergic kind of collaboration. Jenny designed some lines for them, some pop-up.
She did design herself.
She did.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, the pop-up. Yes, on the pop-up, there's a pop-up that we will study. We show you later on. She personally designed each single element and give a strong direction how need to be made and which feelings need to have. But I guess it's common for somebody that are in some kind of creative fields that no, it's more easy to get closer with the other creative minds and somehow get inspired or suggested or guided with whatever fields it can be. I'm not comparing with her with the David Bowie. David Bowie was a painter, or many other singer are directing films. But I'm sure that even us, we are designer, but we always try to. You paint, I do leather works and craftsman. So it's quite common. It's quite common.
Yes, true.
Again, let's stick to the topic. Go back to Gentle Monster. So now we found the brand. We need to go offline, and on this they also find a good way to revolutionize the way to show to the public, and it was with the collaboration of Fabrikr.
Yeah.
Do you know why they call Fabrikr?
Yes. If I remember correctly, Fabrikr is from the name Fabrik, like factory fabric.
But Kr comes from maker.
Yes.
It's stated in their website.
In their website. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it's a fabric factory. But I remember that they started doing art installations only in fabric. And then they, I think through Gentle Monster stores, they started developing general art installations and active, maybe animated also art installations.
So they were developing museum installation, no, for the museum industry. And actually, you can see all these elements in their stores, in the store in collaboration with Gentle Monster. So it's a duo maker that experiment a lot with different technique, different material, and this is totally clear from all the stores of Gentle Monster. And actually, there was this collaboration. Had his first chapter in that first store, that is the Gentle Monster store. It was in Gangnam Street. Actually, the famous district of the song.
Nobody knows the singer's name. I can't remember the name. I just know the Gangnam Style. He's like just the face and the song name. That's it. Nobody knows his name.
Yeah. No. Okay. I also catch me in fail. I don't remember at the moment.
Yeah, so nobody does.
I'm sure it will come back. It will come back.
Yeah.
Go back to the topic. The street was that one. But they had a more hidden place. Where they have the actual store. So they need to be smart using the entrance, and they use it like what the serious men will call it, grab marketing.
Yeah.
Trying to grab the attention. What they do? They tried to create a really impressive entrance that somehow triggers some curiosity on the people. What is that? So they have this relic of a boat that was hanging there. They open a door on this boat, and with a tunnel that shrinking. It's like an invitation tunnel to a journey inside the first Gentle Monster store.
Yeah.
Let's get into the store and we will see. So this one was a really, let's say, it's a mix between saving cost, being smart of the use it, but also be quite mindful on what they're gonna show it and how they're gonna show it, because at the end, you need to make some noise to attract people. When you get inside, we have the ground floor that it looks like a small laboratory, small factory,
True.
And this go back to the origin of the brands, because they start as a maker of glasses. So show that inside they were not just a reseller, but actually there was producing the frames, the glasses. They show some of the machinery that they have, and sometimes they were still doing the frame inside the store.
I see two types of, like, two themes here, like steampunk mixed with workshop feeling. It's actually matches the brand original identity, the failed one, the original one, B2B.
The B2B one. Then we go to the second floor. Depends if we are in Asia or.
Yes, I always.
In Europe. Yeah.
Is first floor or the ground floor? Which is it?
Yeah, sometimes I get confused because in Asia we don't have the ground floor. Actually, the ground floor is called the first floor. So yeah, it's quite confusing. But let's go to the
core subject.
Floor.
Yeah. Okay. Next floor.
So is immersive and again contrast. We start with the first floor that the concept was about the factory. On the second floor, instead, we have tropical feelings. So we have this environment, the mask on the walls. with a really immersive smell, temperature. We have this fontaine in the middle of the stores, and some really simple shelves. No, here we start to see one of the key elements of the brand in terms of store design, that actually they turn it upside down, the paradigm that glass store need to have a lot of choice and a lot of frames to you to try. Here we see way less what we call SKU or model of glasses for you to try, no, but well displayed, well lit, no, in a simple way, so all the frames are there.
They fixed actually the focus, in my opinion, from the product itself in general, like from the many product, for having many products, to the ambient, to the atmosphere, to the experience. So I remember reading people commenting in a Korean website on this store that they felt the steam coming from this floor. Once they entered, they felt this humidity and complete transition in atmosphere. So
yes and no. I mean, for me, it's not a changing of focus, but it's a balancing between the two focus. So it's like when you have a picture, you have the first layer and you have the background. So they work on the two layers. So we have the background that is still immersive, but you can still distinguish the two layers in a really clear way.
Yes.
No?
Products are clear, well lit. What about the third floor?
Third floor, contrast again. So from a really, let's say, more claustrophobic, or at least immersive of something that is really turned around you, or something more open, more wide, more bright, and more desert feelings. So from the tropical to the desert. We also see kind of, because we don't need to forget the dystopic atmosphere that surround the brand, this relic of a monster that is suspended on the center of the room.
See the skeleton, the sand, actual sand on the ground, the cactus
this actually
plant.
was one of the first time that we see sand in the store. After this, many others follow the trends, and we see more installation with the sand. Actually, it's quite clever. No, it's a really easy to source material that don't need too many work to place it and to look nice. No?
But the space became more like a show, like no showroom, like an exhibition, no, an installation. It for the naked eye, it doesn't feel like a store. I feel like I'm going to see some artwork suspended or put on shelves, which in a logical sense of business at that time, it makes no sense, because you have low SKU and general focus is on the ambient. Of course, if you're going to see the product, you will see them clearly set there. But if I look at the picture here, it's an art installation space.
But this is the most important things, because what they understand and what we try all the time to explain to our clients as a designer is that the most important things is the atmosphere of the atmosphere that surround your customers. So we as a designer, our client customers, no, because each of us have a how we can call it? We can call it following mood board. What I mean is that all the places that we live, like the gym we go, the restaurant we go, the kind of clothes that we wear, they always have an atmosphere in common. They're really different in terms of function or in terms of activities or whatever, but they all have an atmosphere in common. And Gentle Monster was really good on creating this atmosphere first, then then sell it again. So it made sound, no, as you said, intuitive to spend so much space for a retail store, but actually they aim to build an environment that is a match with their customers. So yes, again, we see, on the display the high contrast between the product itself that are quite dark with this really bright environment, and some reminders of the campaign that we see at the beginning.
Yeah.
So the journey is over. So we go through the gate to the normal daily life world. So we see, we already saw the entrance, with this big tunnel that you enter. So it puts you in a mood that something is happening. There's something different.
Yeah.
Then you have your journey on the 3 floors, the factory, the tropical, and then the desert. And you need another gate to make you understand that the journey is over. So you're going to back to the real world. They always do this kind of tricks, or they use some particular kind of installation, projection. No, I think they started with the Fabriks, and then they explore a bit mechanical installation. They have a lot of movement in their stores, dark and bright part of the store. So always
even red sometimes.
Strongly red.
Yeah,
but because it's all a part of the impactfulness of the space. No.
Yeah, sure. They use from what I understood from researching, they used also the architecture, or the interior architecture of a space to create these art installation. They take in consideration the space they are in. For example, I see here there's a tunnel. This tunnel seems like you're diving underwater or something like this, with this kind of projection. It feels like seaweeds floating. And then you have the far end of this corridor, the submarine gate, which it symbolizes the end of your journey in this space. So you start with like a steampunk, moving to tropical, and then desert, and then underwater gate to I don't know where, to dystopia land.
But they always explore different worlds, different concepts in the store, so they're quite creative.
What always give me curiosity questions, like why they chose the dystopian feeling. They don't say it specifically, but in all their art installations in space, there's always a hint of something dystopian. The creepy subliminal message of something creepy is going on. Or like, have you heard of something called liminal space?
No.
It's the space when you stand at the airport at night and there's nobody. When you look at this vast space, it feels something uncomfortable. Seems something is watching you. This is in the human brain, in the lizard part of the brain. It feels it's called the effect is called liminal space, when you feel uncomfortable standing in a space. So sometimes in Gentle Monster spaces, they try to put these small hints of creepiness or weirdness. I never understood why.
Especially lately, because they are doing some mechanical installation that actually are more anthropomorphic. So you actually they have one store that looks like the the final scene of Matrix with the the architect and
Yes.
the other talking. Yeah, I understand. I guess it's more about their cultural background, no? Because especially Korean tend to have this a bit more dark, no, dark mood, no, to the especially in art.
Alright,
But
by all means,
the-
it
the-
feels it feels great. It's not something negative; it's something interesting, and not what I was saying is not something
Unexpected,
yes,
uncommon,
yes, unexpected,
yeah.
exactly.
More than the purpose of being dark or being
Dystopian oriented. No,
Yeah.
but it's kind of interesting. So yeah, exactly as you said, the unexpected element that you find.
Okay, but this was the first store. In the next episode, we will go really into to the technicality of the store, because technical wise, their VM is amazing. But we will see in the next episode. Before to conclude the circle of the brand, let's see about the product itself. No, they start as a manufacturer, so as obviously they start to experiment. This is one of the first collection when they were experimenting with the titanium, no. And we can see it's really simple frames. The second one is more interesting, I guess, because they played a lot with acrylic material, so they had this kind of marble resin effect that is really nice. So mixing two color or mixing with the transparency layer of resin, you can have this more deep effect, no? And this was quite a good product and really high sales product. Some of my friends also have it, so it was
Cool.
really nice, really successful product. This is still the first bench of the product, because we still see the old logo that actually now is being replaced. No, with this one. This one, when they also experiment again with recycling or renew acrylic or acetate material, but still the main concept of the brand is there. No, simple shape for a big attitude. No, lot of collaborations. They use also strategically the collaboration to enter in new market. So, for example, when they enter in the Japanese market, they start a collaboration with the local jewelry brands. So that's why they have all the frames with this kind of chains.
That made
So
by this kind of
that
Japanese.
was the move, to associate your brand with something local, entering in a new country in a new market, and then
This is a
start to
good
be
strategy.
recognizable. Yeah,
That's a good strategy. I mean,
No, yeah.
culture specific, culture-wise, is quite good.
no, they are really amazing on those things.
I noticed if I wanted to say some comments. I noticed sometimes they have, for example, this is like a retro kind of reminiscing effect. They have this kind of details coming from old glasses style,
Yeah,
represented
Again, it's all
in a
about
completely new materials and integrated with new shapes. For example, this one also, what you see here, I remember seeing it on Audrey, the American actress. She at that
Audrey
time in the 30s, maybe. Which time was it? Yes,
No.
30s, was it?
60s.
60s? Okay, no, sorry. Okay. At that time in the 60s, they used to have these shapes, but here you see it, similar design, smaller shape. It's kind of interesting how they still recycle culture.
Again, it's
so-
all about contrast. So contrast between the past and future, contrast between soft material and hard, rough material, contrast between bright and dark, contrast between
White and
happy
red.
and scary. Yes, always contrast.
Which lead us to the packaging.
Packaging. Also, the packaging is, for a big glasses, you need a big packaging, and this is the case. But also on this, everything they do, they say no. I think they put the topic on the table. No, why we need to do, how we need to do, and which value we can add. We are doing the same is about the case of the glasses, because actually it doesn't look like a case. It looks more like a kind of let's say leather goods
Bag,
like
small leather good bag,
yeah.
something like this.
Yeah, like a pencil case or something like this, no? And this is actually quite clever in the design because first it looks more like an accessory, no?
Yeah.
Like a fashion accessory more than a classic
Case.
glass case. Yes.
Yeah.
But also the dimension, because especially in Asia, they tend to have this kind of accessory quite big for the bags, because it's more easy to find. No, so actually the iPhone case are really big. Besides being cute, big cuteness is something that many women follow, no, as a trend. Many girls follow as a trend, but also the size it make it way more easy to catch it inside the bag.
Inside the bag, yeah.
And also this one follow the same trends. Then the case have another case. This is
an Asian thing, which is like the packaging is some like there's some kind of culture to packaging. I remember when I used to live in Shanghai during the mooncake festival, they would wrap the mooncake
and then give you a really big box.
Like each single mooncake is wrapped, and then all together wrapped, and then put inside the box. Then this box inside some fancy final
bag,
box and a bag. Yeah. It's an experience quite interesting. In the West, we have a completely different approach to this. We less to.
I would say it's in the border between the waste and experience. Sometimes it's a way too much. It's part of the experience. Okay, two last things. They try to fight against the fake market. So each glasses have a code. So they try to keep it. I think because mostly they are producers, so it's easy for them to kind of have this kind of system, and also to protect their work. That is natural. Let's talk about the customer a bit, no? Because for many things that we see, it looks like a brand custom made for
women,
women, for female.
Yeah.
But actually, no. When it comes about the sales, if we see is 47 female and 52 male.
It's quite. For me, when I looked at it, it was strange to me, because usually something like this, a brand like this, specifically when you look at the endorsement or the faces they put on the advertisement, it feels like they're more focused on women, but in reality, it's almost balanced, which is really, I think, it's a good ratio. like almost 50-50 men versus women. It's really good ratio. Plus,
and also I noticed that many male wear it a gentle monster, especially here in China. I think due to the fact that the shapes are really simple, so easy to fit.
Yeah.
Beside what we discussed before of the the face shape that is a bit more gentle in the male comparing to the Western people. The lack of facial hair and this kind of things.
It makes it a little bit easier to curate for both genders. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Then in terms of age, this no surprise, most selling target is between 18-24 and 25-34. So when you start to play, just after when you go out from the teenagerhood and you start to play with brands, and when you have more power to spend, So
yes, statistically speaking, in Asia, what I remember I read specifically in China, the most spenders, the people who have money at this time, let's say in the last 20 years, are a young generation between 25 and 35. The reason is it's because of their parents. After the industrial boom, industrial revolution, the parents didn't spend a lot of money, but now they give the money to their kids, and now these kids are the one investing or spending money on brands and luxury items.
Vabbè, China market, we need to make another speech, completely another episode to Chinese market.
Yeah, it's completely different.
It's a completely another world. For us, we come from European background. We are both Italians, and it was a really cultural
shock.
Cultural shock
in the beginning, yes.
Because it's another world. They think in another way, and also
there's so many things that we can talk about. It can be, as you said, an episode by itself, because it's the isolation for many thousands of years. It's a different culture, but the most important element for me is that the weird thing is China was, maybe not now, not today, but was the main focus for all luxury brands. Because the most money spent on luxury items is in China and Asia in general, but specifically China. It's quite interesting.
For many reasons.
We can maybe in another episode.
We already say so many things, so let's keep some gold nuggets for the next episode.
Yeah.
So. We close this episode here because we finished the branding. So the branding part of Gentle Monster. In the next episode, we will review these key points. We'll make a summary, just as a reminder to go deep in the analysis of a store. We're gonna analyze one of the biggest store at the moment. Is the Shanghai Huahai Road house, and we will go deep in all the reason that brings to that design. We are designers, so we will. This is our expertise. We design shop since we were start our career. So. Your engagement is always appreciated. If you have any question, comment, or brand that you think we should analyze and you think they're worthy to be discovered and unpacked how we doing here, feel free to reach us. You have all the comment section. You have all our reference in the description. We truly appreciate your time and your company, and Remember to subscribe to our podcast.
Please
so you
like,
don't miss
share,
the
and
next
subscribe.
episode. Like, share, subscribe. And that's it for the first episode of Nesso Design Talks. And see you soon with the next episode.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.